In file handling, the next topic that we are going to understand is opening and closing files. So when you take any file in your computer, take a Word as an example. If you have a Word file, normally what you will do with that, you will open the file. If it is already exist, if you have any Word document present in your computer, so you will open the Word document and then you will read the content of it. The document may be a book or a worksheet or question paper or whatever. Otherwise, you will create your own Word document, or you will open the existing document and then you will modify the content that is present in it. That is what you can do with the file. So just remember, in file handling we are talking about, I am going to write a Python program. I need to write a Python program which has to read the information from the file which is permanently present in the computer, or I have to write into the file. That is what I am going to learn in file handling. So I need to know how to open the file, that is in which file you are going to deal with. Okay, so that file you have to open it, and then you have to either read or write or modify the data into it, and then once you finish your task, you have to close the file. So here we are going to learn how to open and close the file. As always, we are having a Python function, open function, okay, which is used to open the file. We are going to understand this in greater detail. So what is the general syntax of open function is file object name is equal to open of file name comma mode. Whenever you learn about any function, as I always say, you must understand, you must learn what is the name of the function, what is the purpose of the function, and then you have to understand what is the return type of that function, what are all the or how many parameters that the function can take, how many optional parameters. All these informations you have to learn while learning any function. First, let us understand what do you mean by file object name. So file object, it's nothing but that file object, it's nothing but that is the type of value that will be returned by the open function. That is, the open function will return, the return type of open function is file object. What do you mean by file object? We have not discussed about classes and objects, but you can understand what do you mean by file object. It's nothing but it is a reference or link as it is given here. So the open function opens a file and creates a file object. That is, the return type of open function is file object. What do you mean by file object? A file object is a reference or link to a file residing on your computer. File objects are used to read and write data to a file on disk. That is, it is a reference or link. You will be having n number of files in your computer. Whatever the file that you are going to deal with, it must be present somewhere in your computer memory. You need to know what is that memory address. Only then you will be able to read the data that is present in that memory or write the data in that particular memory. So the open function does that job. It will actually give you the reference. What do you mean by reference? That is a memory address. It will give you a reference where that particular file is present, or if you are going to create a file where that file is going to be returned, that address it will give you. So whatever the data that you are going to write into the file, it will be start writing from that address, or if you are going to read the information from the file, the data will be read from that location. Okay, so that's why it is said as a file object is a reference or link to a file. File object is also known as file handle. It is just another name of file object. It is an important and useful tool, as through file object only a Python program can work with files stored on a hardware. Right? Okay. So when you open a function, definitely it should be assigned a name, and only through that name you will be able to read or write or modify data into the file. So that is what you need to understand. Okay, so the open file, open is a function which will return file object, which is nothing but a reference to the particular file. The open function takes two parameters. One is file name, the second one is in square bracket, which means it is a optional parameter. Let us first talk about the first parameter. So what is the first parameter? Reads as file name. That is the file name, the name of the file that your Python program is going to deal with. That is the file from which you are going to read the information from, or the file to which you are going to write the information into. So you have to specify the name of the file. To specify the name of the file, you need to note some information. So the first parameter is the path to the file that you would like to open. It is the path, whether it can be a path or you can also give just the name. The file can be specified without the path. Yes, okay. So if it is result.txt or notes.txt, so it is not necessarily always be the path. So you can also specify only the file name. If just the file name is given, then the Python searches for the file in the current folder. So what do you mean by current folder? You are going to write a Python program, right? So that program where it is being saved in the same location, whatever the file name that you are searching or specifying, it should be present or it will be created in the same folder in which the Python program is present. Okay, so in that case you are allowed to write only the file name. Okay, the file can be specified without the path. If just the file name is given, then Python searches for the file in the current folder, that is the folder in which Python module resides. So if it is not every time I can have the file and the program in the same place. You can have it in some other place also. Your files may reside anywhere in your computer. So you just have to give the proper path. To give the file name along with the path, there are two ways of giving the file path. The first one is double the slashes. Now look at the example closely. File 1, it is nothing but the file object name that you are giving. It is a user defined name. It is a user defined name which you are going to give. Okay, so now here in this particular statement, file 1 is a file object or a file handle. So file 1 is equal to open d:\test and then notes.txt. When you look at that, normally when you search for the path, it will only have a single slash. Why there is a double slash? So if you want to give the path, you must give it with the double slash only. Let us quickly recall what you mean by escape sequences. Do you remember? That is the non-printable characters, okay, or non-graphic characters can be represented using escape sequences. Okay, all the escape sequences starts with backslash. So if you give only one slash and you are giving it within the string, that is the first parameter is a string. In the string you have to specify the file path. So while specifying the file path, if you give only one slash d:/test, okay, so here if you give only /t, then it is nothing but the escape sequence tab. /n, it is a new line character. It will interpret in a wrong way. Okay, so inside the string only you have to use the escape sequence. So if you give only one slash, that will be treated as a escape sequence, or it will misunderstand something. So to avoid that, so to specify this is the path of the folder or whatever, you have to every single slash you have to just replace it with double slash. Okay, so if you are planning to give the file path in the path wherever there is single slash, you have to give double slash. That is what it says, double the slashes, and then you have to specify the name of the file, that is notes.txt. It is a file that I am going to deal with. Okay, so here it will, what it will do is, so it will open the file. Okay, if your here I have specified as R, that is the file mode is R. R stands for read operation. Okay, we will be discussing it shortly. So here what it will do, what this particular statement will do is, it will search for the file D test in the D drive, in the test folder. It will look for notest.txt, and then it will look for the file, and then if that file is present, it will give you the reference of that file, and that reference will be stored in file 1. Okay, so we are learning how to specify the file path. So if you don't want to give the double slash, the second way is, give raw string by prefixing the file string, file path string with an R. That is, look at this, file 1, the same statement, the same file I am trying to open here. Here how I have specified the file path, look at closely. File 1 is equal to open of R. Here R indicates that it is a raw string. So if you give raw string R as a prefix, then it will take it as a, the string will be taken as a raw string. Raw string, the prefix R in front of the string makes it raw string. That means there is no special meaning attached to any character. That is, even though here I am having slash t, it will not have any special meaning. It will simply take the complete string. Okay, it will just specify it is a raw string. It should not be taken escape sequences, that and all, it should not be considered. That is what the meaning of raw string. Okay, so here while specifying raw string, it is enough to give only one slash. So to specify the file path, either you can give only the name of the file, or you can give the file name along with the path. So along with the path, if you want to specify, you have to double the slashes, or you have to prefix the file path with the R, right? So that is about your first parameter. So this is the syntax, file object name is equal to open of file name, we have learned. Now we have to learn about mode. The second parameter is a string which defines file access mode. As I already told you, whenever you are having a file, or whenever you want to deal with a file, what you can do, either you can open it for reading, or you can open it for writing, or you can open it for both reading as well as writing. So here in Python, when you open a file, you have to specify what you are going to do with the file. You are going to read or write, or read and write. You have to specify it very clearly. So how you can specify what are all the different file access mode, that is what we are going to learn here. A file mode governs the type of operation possible in the opened file. Note down, a file mode governs the type of operation possible. Whatever the mode that you specify, only a certain type of operation is possible in the opened file. You can't do anything else. The default file open mode is read mode. That is, if you do not provide any file mode, Python will open it in a read mode. So what do you mean by read mode? Read mode in the sense, you are going to open a file which is already present, and you are just going to read the information from the file. You are not allowed to write any information to the file. That is what read mode means. So here, look at the example here. File 1 is equal to open of notes.txt. This is totally valid. So here I didn't specify the path. So if you do not specify the path, what will happen? It will search for the file in the current folder, that is the folder in which the Python program resides. And the second parameter I didn't specify, so by default it will read it as, it will take it as read mode. So here this means that it will open the file notes.txt in a read mode and it will assign that reference to file 1. Look at the next example. My file is equal to open of d kalai and then notes.txt. It's supposed to be double slash. So again here I have specified the file path, but I didn't specify the file mode. Okay, so here if you do not specify the file mode, it will open the file which is present in that folder, and then it will give the reference to the my file. It will open it in a read mode. So what will happen if that file does not exist in the specified folder or path? So when you open a file in read mode, the given file must exist in the file, otherwise Python will raise an file not found error. Okay, so we have already discussed about it very long back. You just understand that. So when you open a file in a read mode, the file must present. If it is not present, then it will give a file not found error. It will be thrown and it should be handled. Okay, that we are not going to understand, we are not going to learn, we are not going to talk about it. You are just need to understand that the file must be present. If it is not present, then it will give you the error message. Okay, so the default mode is read mode. Then what are all the file modes that are present? So that is what we are going to understand here. So here this table lists what are all the file modes that you can present. That is, as a second parameter, what are all the options that you can specify. What is the meaning of it? That is what we are going to understand here. So here look at the title here: text file mode, binary file mode, description, and then notes. That is, so we have already discussed that there are two different types of data files. One is text file and the other one is binary file. Okay, so if you do not specify, that is, you have to specify whether it is a text file or a binary file when you open that, right? So here the first one is R. So if you specify R, what is the meaning? The description is read only. For a binary file mode, if you are going to deal with the text file, it is enough to specify R alone. If you are going to deal with the binary file, then you have to specify RB. Okay, so if you do so, what is the meaning? Read only. Okay, the file is opened only for reading purpose. Okay, the file must exist, otherwise raises IO error. So when you give R as a mode, if the file must be present, otherwise it will throw an error. So what is the next mode? It is W. So from the name itself you can understand it is you are opening a file for writing. That is, I am going to write a file. I am going to write the data into the file. So look at this very carefully. Here binary file mode, if it is binary file mode, then you have to specify that as WB. To specify it is a binary file, you have to append with B. So here write only. So when you open the file for writing only, you can write the data into it. You cannot fetch any information from the file. So look at the explanation here. If file not exists, file created. What is the meaning? So I am giving file is equal to file open of notes.txt. So if notes.txt is not present in the given folder or the path that you have specified, it will create a new file with the name that you have given, or it will create the file in the path specified with the name that you have given. If file not exist, the file will be created. The next point is more important. If file exists, delete the data and overwrite. If suppose notes.txt is already present in the file, that is present in the computer, and you are opening the file for writing, whatever the content which are already present in notes.txt, that will be deleted. Now whatever the content that you are going to write, only the new data will be present. That is, delete the existing data and it will overwrite. It is very important. If you are opening a file in a write mode, so it will delete the existing content and will write only the new content will be present, whatever you are writing it through the program. The next file mode is A. A stands for append mode, to solve the problem in the write mode. So if you want to append the data in a binary file, then you have to specify AB, which means append. So if file exists, retain and new data return. So in the write mode, if the file already present, all the data will be deleted. To avoid that problem, so here if you open it in a append mode, if the file exists, it will retain the data, whatever the data which is already present in the file, so it will be retained, and whatever the new data that you wanted to write it into the file, that will be returned. If no file exists, we'll create a new file. Okay, if the data is present, that will be retained and new data will be added. If no file is present, it will create a new file and then it will start writing the data into it. So that is a append mode. So in this mode you will not be able to read. That is what you need to note it down. So next one is R plus. What do you mean by R plus? Or if it is in a binary mode, so you can specify R plus B or RB plus, okay, in any way. So we are going to, in this chapter we are going to deal only with the text file, but you are expected to know what are all these modes, okay. So if it is R plus, so which means you can read as well as write, okay, read as well as write. So what is the condition for read? So for the condition for read is the file must exist, okay, otherwise it will raise as an error. Both reading and writing can take place, okay. You can also write the data into it, okay. So the next file mode is W plus. So what is the condition for W plus? If the file does not present, it will create the new file, okay. So for a binary file mode, so you can write it as W plus B or WB plus. So again here it is write and read. What is the difference between these two? Read and write. If you give R plus, the file must present. If you give W plus, the file is created if the file does not exist, okay. So if you give R plus, if the file does not present, it will give a error. If you give W plus, if the file is not there, okay, file is created. If the file exists, it is truncated, because W stands for if file exists, data are deleted and new data will be returned. So here if the file exists, it is truncated, but you can do both reading as well as writing, okay. So that is what W plus. And then what is A plus, which is very useful mode, okay. So and then if it is a binary file, you have to specify A plus B or AB plus. Both reading as well as writing you can do. All these problem whatever you have felt so far, that will be rectified here. So here file is created if file does not exist, okay. If file exists, the data is file is retained and new data is appended. That is, this is the normal thing that we do with any file, right, okay. So you will open a file, the contents are already present. If the content are already present, all the details are retained and new data will be returned. If the no data is present, if the file does not exist, you can create the new file. Both reading and writing can take place, right, okay. So these are all the different file modes, or these are all the strings that you can give it as a second parameter. So every single mode specify has its own operations, what you can do with the file, what will happen to the existing file. These informations you must be very clear with, okay. So this is about your file modes, that is the second parameter in your open function.